Okay guys, welcome back to week 9 of your English home learning. So this week we're going to be doing a written response to a text. So we're going to read together. It'll be on screen for you guys to follow with it, and I'll read it out to you. Once we've read it, we're going to look at it. We're going to look at the description that's used in it, and you guys will write your own description based on that. So what we need to do first of all is just a quick recap on what you need in a descriptive writing. First thing you're going to need is your nouns. So they're the person, places and things. We then need to bring those nouns to life. So we do that by using adjectives. So adjectives help describe the noun, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it sounds like, for example. You're then going to use verbs. So verbs are those actions, those doing words, what the noun's doing in your description. And then we can improve those verbs further by using adverbs. So they tell you how those actions are done, quickly, slowly, cautiously. And then today we're going to look at something new. We're going to look at prepositions. So prepositions help give the location or direction of those nouns. So might be, for example, the plane flew over my head, so the word over. Or the dinosaur ran across the table. You're also going to be using similes. So similes help give comparison, they help give imagery by comparing something. So you could say as tall as a mountain or as quick as a bullet. Hi guys, so I'm in this idyllic location in the heart of the Hampshire countryside. This is Watership Down, the setting for the text that we are going to look at. So we're going to look at the story Watership Down. We're just going to look at a little extract that is going to be read to you by Miss Burnett, and then we're going to look at some of the vocabulary used in it, some of the phrases used in it, and then you guys are going to come up with an image in your head based on this description that then you're going to draw. So you're going to sketch it out just very quickly, and you're going to think about what is the description showing you. Okay, so what image is it showing you?
Hello Year 7. Today I'm going to be reading you an extract from a story called Watership Down. And this is all about a group of rabbits that live in a very beautiful valley. What I'd like you to do right now is just listen to the description that I'm reading to you and see if you can imagine what the valley where these rabbits live in might look like. The primroses were over. Towards the edge of the wood, where the ground became open and sloped down to an old fence and a brambly ditch beyond. Only a few fading patches of pale yellow still showed among the dog's mercury and oak tree roots. On the other side of the fence, the upper part of the field was full of rabbit holes. In places the grass was gone altogether, and everywhere there were clusters of dry droppings through which nothing but the ragwort would grow. 100 yards away, at the bottom of the slope, ran the brook, no more than 3 feet wide, half choked with kingcups, watercress and blue bricklime. The cart track crossed by a brick culvert and climbed the opposite slope to a 5-bar gate in the thorn hedge. The gate led into the lane.
Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that reading. Hopefully you read along with it. What you guys are going to do now, as I said before, is you're going to draw a picture. So think about the words that you've used in it. Okay, and you're going to come up with a picture. So here's an image that myself's drawn. Here's one by Miss Burnett. Now what you guys are going to do is we're just going to look at some of the vocabulary used in it. So there's some words in there that you may not know. So for example, we've got the word 5-barred gate. So this is a 5-barred gate. It's kind of a normal countryside kind of gate you would expect to see. Brambly ditch, so you've probably heard of brambles, so this is just a brambly ditch. So it's what it says, it's a ditch full of brambles, so those really spiky, sharp bushes. You may not have heard of the word ragwort before. So ragwort is a weed that grows all over the place in the countryside, but it is very poisonous to horses. So it looks quite pretty, it's yellow, it's nice, but it is quite dangerous. You've got the word brook. So a brook is like a stream, cross between sort of a stream and a river. So it talks about that brook running through the countryside. Now you see in my image that I didn't actually have a brook in there, but you guys may want to add that. So make sure you try and use that vocabulary in your description. When you're writing a description, pay close attention to the text we've just read, come back to it and use that in your writing. So I've modelled you an example here. So we're just going to have a look at this modelled example. As you can see, I've used the extract from the Watership Down. I've used some of the nouns that I think would be in there, and I've just used my own vocabulary. So I'm just going to read this with you now. The countryside stretched out like a great blanket. In this expanse of green, there are more holes than anyone can count. Land rolls all the way to the horizon. Over it is a path, one that branches through the open landscape, lined by trees. Towards the edge of the wood, the ground sloped down to a babbling brook. In front of an old fence, a bramble ditch, lined with wild ragwort, swayed gently in the breeze. On the other side of the fence, the upper part of the field was full of energetic rabbits. Rabbits were running in and out of the holes, chasing each other and playing. Scattered in bare patches of grass were clusters of dry droppings. In the distance, the horizon was hidden behind the rolling hills. So if you look through this text, see if you can find some prepositions in there. I've got examples of prepositions, adjectives and similes. What I want you to do, just quickly have a look through, see if you can highlight or underline any prepositions, any adjectives or any similes. If you can't remember what either of them are, just replay this video back to the beginning where we looked at prepositions, adjectives and similes, and then come back and see if you can find them in this text. As you can see here in the table, we have got some examples of those prepositions, those adjectives, and of a simile that I've used in there. Hopefully you guys can start using these in your writing when you do your description in a second. So have a look at this image now of Watership Down and the rabbits. I want you to find as many nouns as you can in there. So there's many things. So for example, there's hills, there's rabbits, there's bushes, trees, grass. I want you to label them all around the outside. And then what we can just start doing is building on from those. So if we've got the nouns, you can start adding adjectives to it, start using adverbs, start using a simile. Can you get in there some prepositions about where certain things are? So for example, the trees were behind the rabbits. The rabbits were on top of a hill. So think about using your prepositions, your adjectives, your verbs. What are they doing in this? Use this picture as your sort of inspiration just to get you thinking about what you could be including in your notes. If you want to use this image as your description, then you can do so. Use this to inspire your descriptive writing, because what you're going to be doing now is you're going to be describing what the countryside looks like. Use the extract at the beginning, the one read by Miss Burnett. Use the images that you drew and use the nouns that you have just come up with. Okay? If you want to look online at other pictures, look online for vocabulary, for sentences, then do that. See about changing the starting of your sentences as well. Don't always start with the. See if you can start by using your prepositions, by using your verbs. Okay guys, so good luck with it all. Let me know how you're getting on, and as I said at the beginning, if you are struggling, let me know and I can help you. Okay, good luck with it all. I'm looking forward to sending it in so I can read it and then mark it and give yourself some feedback. Okay, good luck guys, and I'll speak to you soon.